I'm just letting my chair down so that you can hear this noise. This is the early morning noise. Hey, you know what I heard this morning? I woke up and I heard birds through the window. That's a first. First time. This is what, May the 2nd, 3rd? May the 3rd be with you? You see how my hair is? I was trying this curly hair thing. And so I took it, I washed it, and I tried not to rub it. But then when I was done, I wanted to do into curls. So I took it in my hair and I went like this, just very gently, you know. Anyway, and so now it's all knotted up into dreadlocks. But I will sort it out again. I had dreadlocks once, natural ones, not made up ones like they do now. Hey, how come you're kind of jumping around? Are you out of battery already? So, good morning. Shall we have a prayer to open the day? I know, some of you may turn it off immediately. I'm kind of afraid of you people. You know? Some people ask me to say prayers. And I'm always a little concerned about people that don't like praying. But you know what? I'm sorry to say it, but you guys are the ones that are out to lunch, not me. COVID should have taught everybody that. There's more to this life than economics. Than the rat race. When the rat race is over, what do? Everything you always wanted to do, but didn't have time. It's kind of a bummer if people are stressed. A lot of people aren't stressed. A lot of people are just getting stuff done. Get her done, man. Got the honey-do list. It's getting down. Anyway, I've been growing plants inside. My daughter said, it's time, you've got to start them now. I think it's kind of crazy because then you end up having to have the whole garden in the house because your plants won't wait just because it's not ready to go outside yet. Oh, now, just to let you know, I have to relax here before I start showing you my garden, but my garden is here. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Anyway, oh, what happened there? I couldn't tell you something. Okay, so I planted my garden in March, I guess, mid-March or something. It was before it was just after, let's see, coronavirus was in China, and as soon as it was China, and every time an airplane landed, a case would get off the plane somewhere, that's when I went grocery shopping. I grocery shopped. I wasn't going to go out for a long time. I don't think I was hoarding because I have a year's supply of food, so I just topped it up with all the things that I might run out of in the next month or two, or that I might want to eat. It was amazing to go to the store and find whoa, look at all the good stuff that's still here. So when I went in Canadian Tire one day, that was what really hit me was, wow, all this stuff, it's all in here. Just closed in. I thought that you could just turn off the economy and turn it back on, everybody could just walk back to their jobs. But I guess people all went crazy. Pay me now. That just sort of threw everything into a wrench. Threw a wrench into everything. Sometimes I start to say a cliche. When you say a cliche, you recognize the cliche after 2 or 3 words, right? So you don't have to say the whole thing. You can just say 3 words and then change the subject. But I think that people get lost if you do that. Sometimes I find listening to people takes so long. Hello, get it out and be done with it. Let's move on. You don't have to take forever on this topic. This topic is only so big. But then I stay on topics. I'm supposed to be showing you about my gardening. I must have labeled it wrong. People get quite irritated if you label it wrong. If you say it's about gardening, especially if you say how to and then you don't show them exactly and quickly. So I got up at 5. I heard the birds, got dressed, opened the window. It's warmer outside. It's a bit quite chilly actually, but it's not freezing, I don't think. This is one of the first days. Well, I guess it's not come below freezing before. You know, I have a problem with my garden here. I've been using my cow manure because I didn't have any other soil. So the leaves are not liking it. It's not nice for these plants. So I'll have to get this potting soil out and repot them with potting soil. I was going to dig up dirt. Do you know how much dirt is not good grass in it? Only the dirt that doesn't grow anything. Or where we covered it with cardboard. My gardens are full of dirt. Soil. That's supposed to call it dirt. Alright, so I'll tell you some of my tricks here with my garden. So I started them, I used the peat pellets. I put them in the trays. It cost $11 for these plastic trays with plastic lids and little holes and little compacted soil that's this big. And all I can think of when I put that in there and add water is that if I don't water it, this is what my plant's going to live in. Nothing. Leaf clay soil, when it hardens, it'll stay around it and the plant will still live. I guess. Maybe. Maybe not. Water is important. Hey, the sun is starting to come through. Hey, good morning, two people. Anyway, so I was going to say a prayer and then I was going to get started with my garden. So let me just say a prayer. I always have to breathe deep before I pray. It sort of puts a barrier between the world and God. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this new day. Thank you for all the things that we've been blessed with. We are such privileged people. It is embarrassing. Very embarrassing. Please bless us that we will use what we have for good and that we will bless those around us that have, for whatever reason, we are not living in their shoes. And we like to ask that thou will help us to help me to teach people anything that they might not know that I might know. Help me to pay attention and not make mistakes and not trip over myself as I'm doing things. And thank you for all these people that come and listen to me and make me feel good. And thank you for blessing me with my husband who loves me and that I'm not alone. And please bless all of us as they show us our garden. Bless everybody that they will be prompted by that little tiny voice inside, that little thought inside, and that they will be led toward better things and that they will increase in knowledge and that we'll be able to feed ourselves if the food supply chain continues to break. And these things we pray in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. You know, I never thought of the food chain breaking. I was getting cracks in it everywhere. This COVID is kind of an interesting time. I hope one day we can look back on these videos and, have a history of it. I do keep a journal, and my journal really doesn't say a whole lot about COVID. Now and then I throw in something like the stores are closed or Canadian Tire. I ordered something online because I had to do it online. Like, I don't order online because I don't like that. I don't like putting my money numbers out there because the Getty Engine robbers are out there. They're hacking into everything. They'll hack and ransom your computer, and now, it's not worth it. Not that I have anything anybody want to ransom for. I can't even remember my passwords. Maybe. Do you think if I wrote to the hackers, they would tell me what my password was? Hello, Sailor Juice. No, Sailor Jadzia. Now, let's see. Did you make up that name? My name was Nancy when I grew up. And I didn't want to be just Nancy. I mean, Nancy, how unimaginative is that? Oh, hi, Renee. You have so many names. I get all these messages from you, and they're coming from all these different combinations of names. You're so cute. Anyway, nice to see you again. Up early in the morning. Do you ever sleep? You must never sleep. Okay, so that means I got to get up. Okay, so I have a table over there that's all the different kinds of lettuces. And over here I've got all the squashes. Oh, the train wakes you up. Oh, that's good for 20 minutes, right? And then over there is my broccoli and some more romaine. That's pretty much what oh, and there's tomatoes. And I bought these grow lights, which are very expensive. Hi, Helen. Hello, hello. So I got all these grow lights. I already had 2. They're bar kind with 2 lights in it by, I can't remember the name. And then I've got these 4 that are floodlight bulbs. I don't know how to use those as well as I know how to use the tray. I mean, the tray comes with directions. So you put it 2 inches above your plant and then you raise it as your plant grows. And you have to have some kind of a frame or hang it or hook it or something. I don't know how. Because look, I have a bare ceiling. What am I going to do with that? I like it when everything's already prepared. Hook ceilings should come with hooks in front of the windows, don't you think? Yes. Anyway, so I have to get up now. Here it goes. Time to do this. Every morning I come up here and I play with my plants. Because every day they've done some growing and I need to do some changes. They need more room, they need more water, they need more light. Okay, you are going to be blown away. Now, first, I wanted to preface this with another thing. Like, is there not enough preface? You can just keep forwarding until you start seeing plants in the zoom, in the forward. Anyway. Oh, yes, I throw sunflower seeds in on the pots, and they just grow up as little sprouts, and then I eat them. A Covington Girls Remarkable Coronavirus. This is a front page email newsletter from the Times-Picayune. Sorry, get a little distracted there. I had to download Zoom. I don't know why Zoom is now the big hot thing. What's wrong with FaceTime? Or what's wrong with, oh, I guess Zoom you can have lots of people. Well, whatever. So I did that. But then I only needed it 1 week. We didn't do it yesterday. I thought we were going to do it every time. What do you think of my curls? Aren't they cute? I had dreadlocks once. Cut them all off when I realized I was a rebellious, selfish teenager. Yuck, I don't want to be a rebellious, selfish teenager anymore. Okay, so let's turn you around. I prefaced this with something, but I don't know what. Okay, here we are, big room. Been tidying up. Okay, so we'll start over there since we're looking at that. Or should we start here at the biggest thing? Oh, I was going to tell you that the world is still not green yet. Look, it's blue. The world is not green yet, but down near the water, where water has been standing, it's green. And look, the buds. Those are buds. There's going to be greenery. My view is about to change. Another change. Say goodbye, Nancy. Oh, wait, we're on the wrong thing. Okay, so in the window, let's see if we can turn this light on. Shine the light on situation. Ha-ha! Look at this. Now, the date today is the 2nd of May. Wow, look at these plants. Now, these got way too close, and I didn't thin them, so I just put them in here. Oh, still moist. Look at these guys. I turned them so they could get the light. So it's time for us to come up here and have lunch again. I've been working on pyrography. This is what I'm going to do next. I'm going to draw that on a gourd. Amen. Anyway, okay, so these are, I've got this window. This window gets the light. The sun rises there now. It was rising there, but now it rises there. Soon. Don't get your panties in a knot. Twisted. What was this comment about twisted? Anyway, so the sun doesn't come up here until it's up there. So these get the first light. And so it's not much light, and it's kind of cool. Look at these broccolis. You can always tell broccoli because it has these 2 things on the bottom. Asparagus. I'm going to have an asparagus patch. When I went to the grocery store that first time and bought groceries after much length, yay! Carrot seeds. Okay, so now Willem, I better turn all these lights on. Let there be light. Here goes. Da-dum, da-dum. Talk about privileged white folks. Look at that. Good grief. Unbelievable. Forever I had no money. My parents saved every penny they had. They died, they gave it to me. And some of it. Look at this. Willem is, he's starting, instead of throwing away the ends of the end when you make your onions, instead of throwing it away, just cut off a little bit and plant it. Stick it in the dirt. See, and then you get green onion shoots. And look at this. Can you believe this? Inside, in the house. Look at this plant. Can you believe that? Look how happy he is. Look at that. I've got him in here. He's gonna be a squash. See now down here in the bottom, I planted all these other things. See, because you just pull them out. And this is a meal. What a great meal. Look at that. Do you know how crunchy and sweet they are? I'll show you. Mmm. They're very good. There you go. I know. Anyway, so I put them at the bottom of everything. So when we have lunch, we'll just eat them all out. These are cucumbers. Look how high they are. And those over there are, see, a lot of sunflower seeds here we got to eat up. Sometimes I sleep, but the body gets sore and it gets so uncomfortable. I just start doing something excellent. Yes, doing something is the thing to do. And you know what else? If you stand when you're so stiff, you just sort of shake your whole body, especially your hips. If you shake your hips, it'll untwist all of those vertebrae. That sort of everything gets kind of crunched up close together. I asked Willem to bring things outside and look where he put them. So my idea out here, look, we got rid of the camper and the soft shed. It's kind of nice. Anyway, so that will be for sitting my big pots of squashes and things, or maybe they can't go outside. But anyway, when I put things outside, this is a hot, baking hot, sunny spot. But if I put water in that, put my plants in that, just like at the store, they'll live. And this is the water I use for watering. So those things go under there. Anyway, we'll deal with that later. Okay, so over here, now we have more things. We got to turn our lights on. That's down here. It's one of Willem's. I think that the onion was seeding, and so he just went to stick it in the ground. Lights. All right, look at these guys. Aren't they beautiful? It has gotten long. I like how long. Look at these. Now, when you've got your lights, see, this light is what? How do you measure that? Have you measured your hand to see how far it is from there to there so you know? Very important that you know what your measurements are. Anyway, I think it's probably too high. And these had all sprouted and I stuck them in, but nothing is growing. Just keeping them there forever and ever. Maybe these are the ones that are going to be duds. And also, those all sprouted, but they're coming up either. This is getting a little fuzzy on it. So, this is why I need lights. Okay, so let's get our next light. See, now these are under the lights. Look at them. And these. I hatched all of the seeds in paper first. These I didn't plant out yesterday, so now I have a problem. I may have lost them. Where's that water? Did I not fill it up? Yes, I did. You can make one of these. Just watch 5-minute crafts and things. Okay, wet them again so that if they're not dead, they won't be dead. These are also ones that they had died. When I was moving things about, I found that these didn't have anything growing, so they came over here. See, this is all dinner. This is all sunflower seeds. I put them further away from the light because I want them to be leggy. I don't want them to be short and dark. I want them leggy so I can fill up on them. And then this is a tray of broccoli. Do you know how hard it was to find paper cups and not plastic? This is Dryad Saddle. Grows on trees. I think it grows on certain trees. I forget which kind now. See, this light is not over these plants. That one's getting too leggy, see? Can't be leggy. Okay, look at these. I just transplanted them, and this is all cow manure here. Look at how happy they are. Unbelievable. Look at these guys. They're all happy. And down here I have, see, when the sun is light there, so that's for cool things. Then it gets really strong through this window, and really strong through this window, and then really strong here. So when it comes in this way, it gets on the plants on the ground. And when it gets here, it comes on the plants. So I have to keep moving all my plants for the moving sun. All right, so perhaps these two are together. Maybe it should be changed and you see, this doesn't get them all. You see, so anyway, here, let's get back to here. Good morning, 3 people. How are you doing? I'm kind of bored with the coronavirus stuff. I forgot it was going on. You know, get around people, and then all of a sudden, as soon as you're around people, you remember. Right? What did you do? Hold on. I lost that, what you just said. Okay. So, this is... Where in the world am I going to hang it like that? Hang it straight up? What do you think? The ceiling is right above it? That's the French. French on one side, English on the other. Well, what do we need that for anyway? Okay, so we'll just pick her up and we'll set her down on top of these. That's where I wanted them. See, look at that. Isn't that perfect? Ha ha ha. That is perfect. Of course, this is expensive. They're like $50 or $60. It's a feat. And they're awesome. I mean, look what they did here. Look at how I've grown everything. You see why I got all of them? And they put these electrical things in. They thought I was asking for too much electricity, but I wanted electricity everywhere. Watch, here comes. Wait for it. Oh, wow, these are quite pink. Interesting. There's pink and there's blue. Well, we'll see what happens. All right, what's the next one that can be put a light over? I guess the light's going to have to hang above this. See, I have this thing here, which is kind of an interesting thing. So I could move the lights up higher if I needed to. Now, how could I put this on? How could I take these out of here? I want these high because I want to put, well, who knows what I want to put anywhere anymore. I'd like a light over those. I've got one over here. So I thought I had gotten the other kind. But pink is, oh my, look. Low amount of heat and a flush mount. Linkable. Oh, linkable. That's what I should do. Link them up together. How do you link them? Is there an electrical outlet? Oh, there's an outlet there. Okay. I can sit here and look at lunch. Yep, it's going to be tasty. Wait for it. I don't usually use silly things like, well, not silly things. Some people like it, so it can't be silly. I have so many thoughts. You remember when they came out with anti-shoplifting stuff and put everything in plastic? That was why, right? Everything didn't used to be in plastic. It was because people were stealing so much. Our kids tell us how terrible it is that we ruin the world and create all this plastic. Well, we wouldn't have plastic if it wasn't for the shoplifters. And somehow I don't think the old people are shoplifting. Well, I don't know. I might be wrong. I've been wrong once before. Well, I know. I didn't know more than once. Okay, here we go. Fixture number 2. Now, where can we put it? How can we hang it up? Look it up. All right, let's. Well, that one needs one, right? All right, let's see if we can line them up. How are we going to do this? I could just, let me just set it on top of that. These are all supposed to be kept. Sometimes I use jars to suspend things. See, I guess that's what I need on that one. Something a little bit higher. I think the red spectrum has something to do with seeds or vegetation. Vegetative or I don't know. Okay, let's see if this helps him. Also, things don't germinate unless they're warm. So I got this warming thing here. Oops, water everywhere. So this is a warming pad. And if you put it under there and put heat under it, it will make them germinate better. All right, so what's a hydroponic grow like? Look at this. Cannabis. It's legal in Canada. How many countries in the world have that written on their boxes? It's even legal in the church. Can you imagine? For years, I have set our church apart is, you know, the word of wisdom: no smoking, drinking, alcohol, tobacco, or cigarettes, or illegal drugs. But it's not an illegal drug now, and doctors are prescribing it, and so the world has changed. I cut all my nails off. You see why? They get pretty dirty. It's easier to clean them if there's not much there. Also, I can do pottery if I have no nails. Hi, Nancy. Just wanted to say, I've been watching this for a while. Just wanted to say I appreciate your content. It helped me chill out for years. Wow. Well, that's wonderful. I'm all about chilling out. Now, where's that pocket knife? It's supposed to be in my pocket. What have we got here we can use? What's like a knife? We have scissors. See, I'm working on it. This is an underwater thing. It's called, what's it called? The name of it is, it's The Water's Edge by Pearl Gowan. Anyway, so I cut all my pieces and I've got them all organized so I can just sit here and do the next part. Some of them need to get hung back up, but anyway, you didn't need to see that or that. Now, how are these guys doing? They're standing up straight. Look at this. Now, every lettuce needs a nice place like that. That's a lot of lettuces. How many do I have here? I have to transplant them all. What the heck? I have some big beds outside, but well, they might live outside. It is lettuce. But I won't eat them because I'll have to go out there and find them. All right, so if I put, look at this, isn't that amazing? What do I want to do? What's my goal here? Except just not be completely overwhelmed. Look at this. Oh, you made a crafting wall. Cool. See all the sunflower seeds coming up? See how they push all the soil out of the way? Okay. Lunchtime. This one has turned yellow. I think it's because maybe it's getting too much water. Too much. Look at how these all turn. Is that too much manure? Oh, look at this one. What's this? Huh. I don't even know what that is. Something very big and hard. Huh. I'll have to ask Willem. Maybe it's an joke. What? This one's wilted. What's wrong? It's too wet. Okay. So now I need something to put. Maybe I should. I was thinking of putting all these in the window, right? Where they'll get lots of light all the time. I was going to hang these so that they climb. Isn't that a beautiful plant? What is that? I kept the seeds from my squashes all year. So there's different kinds. See the different shapes? I don't know what to do about these. These might need to go. They're not happy. But then maybe I just planted things in here. Maybe they're about to come up. Oh, Nancy, Nancy. Those are not coming up. I'll move them from somewhere else. Okay, so, oh, I got my scissors here. What do I have my scissors for? I just cut this and I didn't do it yet. I've got a notebook and paper I've been carrying around with me. Look at this. Isn't that nice? There's a teepee. And a horse and an Indian. A flower. I never realized that. I wonder if my grandmother made this one. I always thought she did, but I think it might have been made by my Aunt Mildred. Okay. Confusion. I'm a mess of confusion. I guess I could see broccoli like it cold, so they don't have to be in the house too long. I have to suspend them. And this is twisted around. It needs to be together. And I can maybe put them closer together here. These things turn. See, I need to put that grow light under it, but it needs to be a bit taller. So the grow light needs to stand on jars, right? How about quart jars? 1 quart jar. What do I have that I could use? Hey, what about 2 of these? One on one side, one on one side, and Let's put one on the other side, but we don't want the other side causing shade. Okay. Okay, goodbye, Helen. It was nice to see you. See, this is lettuce, this again. Okay, let's try sticking this on top. Let's see what happens. Okay, that'll light it up nicely. Now these are supposed to, oh, I guess you put the other one at the other end. So, where do I want this to live? See, if they've got lights on them, they don't need the sunlight as much, right? So they don't have to be the closest ones to the light. There we go. This is probably not a useful spot for him because I'm not sure. Well, these are germinating. Oh, this is getting warm. I'm looking at all the. Sometimes I sleep and my body gets bored. Oh, you use toilet paper rolls to start plants. Good idea. Peas, too. Good idea. Just checking all the chats. I once made an advent for Christmas. Put little trinkets in them. Okay. So now I have to somehow put a light over all of these. So if I stood this at one end of them, you know, these are probably, I don't know what to do about these lights, these things. They don't seem to be. All right, so I'm going to put another one of these plants on, right? These lights. So I have my 3 lights. Isn't this amazing? Can you believe that? This is a garden in the house in Canada. Of course, it won't green up outside. See, it's not greening yet. It's not yet green. That's how far behind you we are. But I went and picked bark. Look at this. Do you realize how long that piece of bark is? It's like 40 feet up the tree. I have 5 pieces of bark that I pulled 40 feet up the tree and they didn't come off. Usually, you know, they get real skinny at the end, right? And they come right off the tree. But no, I have these ones, 5 of them hanging up there. They're 40 feet long and they won't come off the top of the tree, and I have. So now, I'll throw. Some of them are wet, some of them are moist, some aren't. Oh, those are dry. Oh, that one's dry. That one's not. All right, so this one needs a light over it, right? But I was going to put them over those. Maybe I should put those. I don't know. How do I get so confused? Now, what if I put it on here? It's too short. But if I put it on top of... Some people have things already figured out. Look, this needs to go in, this needs to climb. So it has to go somewhere where it can climb up. Have them climb up the strings on the ceiling. Uh-oh, don't get over there. No, 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 no. You really want to twist around that. It seems like it gets there and then all of a sudden it just... Like this, I put it somewhere. Huh, got its own self. See, I put it around that this morning, or last night. No, I did this morning, right? I put it around like this. Look at this little one, it wants to hold on. Let's see if we could put that around that. Look at all these trying everywhere. Look at how it just zipped right around that as soon as I gave it to it. Talk about smart plants, eh? How come it won't show it? It's too close. Look at this plant. Look at this. Look at this. Goes through my knee to my hand. And up. Every one of those is going to start doing this. Nancy, you better get on top of this quick. So this one is looking for somewhere. So it needs a place right away. Now, do you think it'll get enough light if I put it there and have it go up that one? Probably not. So take this one and put it over. Now if I have a long enough one. Oh, shoot. Come on, Nancy, let's get this on there. There. Okay, and then if it came over to here, it wouldn't create shade on everything. You could even do it from here. These guys are ready to go. These are cucumbers, I think. So, the trouble with indoor gardening is that things get spindly because I forget to, oh no, lunch. Get all those. We're gonna have a great lunch. All right, so this one, look how he's curled. I wonder if he'll just curl if you do that. He seems to have curled right away. This one, look, he's trying to grab a little curl there. Put something there. I wonder how many minutes it'll take before he twists. See, what time is it now? 6:15 a.m. So these don't need like, these like to live in the dark under the put it on the floor. And this is mostly not important to be there either. These are all lunch. This is a cucumber. Trying to keep growing some carrots. Oh, look at that. Probably too wet. All right, there. That one needs a light. What have we got? No more containers I can put lights in. Hey, 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 look at this. Mamma mia. All right, how about if I put this on here? All right, now this is going to be a double layer, right? I could get the sun under there. Because the sun comes in and it'll hit the layers. Hey, is this broken? No, it's just lower on the sides. This is from my mom's house. Okay. We had one more, don't we? Where's it going? Where do we decide? 1, 2, 3. There it is, in the chair.